Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, today I am in Los Angeles, California. I'm in downtown LA, and I'm at the NAREP event. It's called Latitude, and I don't miss this. I go every year. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the NAREP LA chapter's largest events and most fun, I like to say. And my next guest is Olivia. Olivia, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
All right, Olivia, so I know, have you been to a Latinitude specifically? I know that you're involved with NAREP on the national level, but have you been to one of these events?
I have. I know it's one of their marquee events, and I have. Prior to being on the national board, I was a NAREP coach. So NAREP LA was actually one of the chapters I was fortunate enough to oversee.
What is a NAREP coach? I'm learning so much.
Are you really?
Yeah, no, as I get to interview different people, I get to know a little bit more about what does that mean, the coach?
So a NAREP coach, they're hand chosen by the NAREP National Leadership, and every chapter, we have about 74 chapters and growing, is assigned a coach. And that coach is a prior former chapter president or a successful business owner that oversees and mentors the next leadership that's coming through the panel.
So how long have you been involved with NAREP, just in general?
I've been involved with NAREP, I want to say now since 2015.
Oh, wow. Okay.
2016, I was the former NAREP San Fernando president out in the San Fernando Valley. And from there, I just continued, making myself available, helping as much as I can, always leading without being title driven, but more so purpose driven.
What keeps you so involved with the organization? Talk about the organization and what draws you to it.
Yeah. One of the things I would probably say that's drew me from the get-go was the mission statement to advance sustainable Hispanic homeownership. As I started real estate by coincidence, not intentionally. I worked
by coincidence. All right, you're gonna have to. Okay.
By coincidence, I was actually going to school. I was majoring and I graduated with my degree in business management, along with a minor in Chicano studies. I've always been very proud of my culture and where I come from. But then I started interning at the real estate office where I'm currently still licensed as a broker associate. And I saw that within my actual community, there wasn't a lot of like-minded individuals that I could look up to. Not until I ran into by default and found NAREP, I saw industry leaders that were doing more. And that really drew me to the organization. And then the culture aspect of it, as far as the leadership and the involvement, was really aligned with my goals.
What do you think differentiates this from maybe some other organizations? Not saying we have to call any names or anything like that, but what makes it so special?
I think one of the things that makes it so special is the secret sauce, which are the people. The people that this organization over the span of 25 years has been able to bring and cultivate, it's quite special. I haven't seen any other organization where people come in.
It's high level. It's insane.
It's super high level. They come in as W-2 employees, and they come out of their transition or their tenure within NAREP as being multiple business owners. That's powerful. Not only that, they have a special secret sauce of attracting the right talent from across the country, which I'm very drawn to because I want to know and I want to be surrounded by people that are doing more than me. And I didn't find that in other organizations until I came here. People are so willing to give you their blueprint, their highs, their lows, and then that way you actually have a plan in place. I mean, after all, we go to a ton of conferences, we go to a ton of, mastermind events, and there are education overload, but there's no plan to execute. Here at NAREP, they give you that plan to execute so you can actually realize your goals a lot quicker.
Talk a little bit about what you're currently doing in real estate. What are you up to?
Absolutely. So I pride myself. I'm a broker associate. I am a realtor in the San Fernando Valley. I've been a realtor going on for 12 years now. And my secret sauce, as long as far as transactions, is helping that first-time home buyer. I'm very passionate about educating and empowering them, showing them the tools of the trade and how they can go ahead and buy their first home. But it doesn't stop there. I actually have been very successful in teaching. I'm a millennial, an older millennial now, in teaching them how they can go ahead with their one home, create what's called a generational wealth. So using that one as a staple piece to then grow their portfolio to then buying a second house, a third house, because I told them use that as a tool and as a resource to then make sure that you create that generational wealth, because they look at their parents and they hold on to one piece of property and they don't want to move it. They don't want
or they want to pay it completely off, or they don't understand quite leverage or interest rates or things like that. But when you get them to the other side of that education piece, what's that like? It's got to be gratifying.
It's gratifying. gratifying, and I'll tell you it's powerful because then it creates leverage for them and opportunities. I've seen a lot of them that have actually now taught their parents as to how to maximize their money.
Wow.
Which is, it brings you such
So it's like a ripple
of,
effect into the community overall.
yeah, it's not only is it a ripple effect, but it actually creates a positive impact within the community that they live in. Because I've noticed that a lot of people, especially my age, they're very quick to move to a different resource or a different community. I was like, stay in the community that you're in and build it up. And this is how you do it.
So what's next for you, Senya? Like, what's next for your career in real estate? Like, what are you working on?
Well, right now I'm, very fortunate. I uphold the responsibility of being one of the National Board of Directors. I got installed in DC in March.
Congrats.
So
That's
thank
amazing.
you. I'm very happy about that. And I'm looking to expand my business and open up a real estate brokerage as well. Not only that, I want to expand my commercial portfolio. So hopefully I'm able to dabble into more of the commercial industry side because I don't see a lot of female representation on that avenue.
Amazing. Last thing, first off, thank you for coming on the show. And then the last thing I want you to do, look into the camera. How do people follow you? How do they connect? And how do they do business with you?
Absolutely. Olivia Chavez. You can find me on Instagram, Oli Chavez Realtor. That's my nickname. Aside from that, if you want to go ahead and also follow me, you can go ahead and look on LinkedIn, Olivia Chavez, Facebook, everywhere. It's just very simple, Olivia Chavez.
Amazing. And for everybody watching, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes so you can just click on the links and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Olivia, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you.